bit of an update to the story that I originally wrote, TNA. So there have been rumours or suggestions that TNA was gearing up for a sale.
Rumors. I love rumors.
Now, a lot of shenanigans have been been afoot in TNA these past few months. It started with Scott D'Amore being surprisingly released from the company, back in February? Something like that, a few months ago. Then more recently, former creative staffer R.D. Evans, he's jumped to AEW. David Sahadi, who we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
He didn't jump from TNA to AEW. He got released.
Well, yeah, he got released. Yeah, he got released and fell into AEW. David Sahadi, he was released as well, I believe. Louis D'Angelo, D'Angeli, excuse me, the former sign guy Dudley. He was the guy who I think helped book arenas and live events and that kind of thing. Now, there have been crossovers with TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace and Ash by Elegance and formerly Dana Brooke. Until recently, there have been no TNA shows announced beyond August 1st. But a couple of days ago, the announced shows running through October, so that sort of quelled slightly rumours that TNA were gearing up for a sale. But TNA were looking to be moving to Full Sail University, where NXT used to film, but that deal might be over after Lou D'Angeli's disappearance from the company. So despite this, there have been rumblings TNA owners Anthem are possibly looking to
What does he have to do with Full Sail, Louis D'Angelo?
Well, he's the guy who was booking arenas, and he used to work for WWE. He used to work for Cirque du Soleil as well.
You said he was a sign guy?
He was sign guy Dudley in ECW.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And to be honest, he got out of the wrestling business and did way better for himself. I think he had a very interesting career in that sense. But yeah, so what do you think about TNA at the moment? Do you think they're gearing up for a sale? Do you think they're just trying to cut costs? What's going on? Because these are some big names in the back.
That whole association with Anthem and TNA, it doesn't make sense to me to begin with, really, to tell you the truth. So if they want to sell it, I don't know who they would sell it to.
Let me ask you, okay, so you just said before, Anthem doesn't make sense owning TNA. Why?
What's Anthem's business? What is their...
I'll have a look for you. Hang on. Anthem.
What do they do? I mean, I was there when they were there, but I think they was in some kind of totally different business.
Right, so Anthem Media Group, founded in 2010. They bought a stake in the Pursuit channel and then the accompanied My Combat channel. So they seem to be... So they're buying fantasy sports websites, they're buying stakes in lower channels, sports networks, Basically, they seem to be having their finger in a lot of pies in that sense. International expansion as well, so yeah.
Are they looking to sell TNA? You know, a wrestling promotion is not cheap to run. It's not. And you better hope you draw either you getting money from your TV or your syndication. And I don't even know if where TNA is syndicated. I think it's syndicated overseas. I know that. So they're getting money from there, but
it's on Access TV still, which has been on for quite a few years now.
But see, Access to me, I don't even know what Access is. I have no idea because I never go to Access. You ought to say, Dutch, do you do anything? Well, not really.
I know you watch hot dog eating competitions every year.
I do. We'll talk about that in a minute, by golly. But I think if they got an offer, and I don't know from who, if they got an offer, yeah, they'd entertain the idea of selling it, and they'd probably like to sell it. I thought, now, to me, I think Scott D'Amore, I thought that's what he was trying to do before he was let go. Because I think he's got the money. His dad ran a construction company or something. So he has money. He has our access to money. Let me say this. He may not use his own money, but he was wanting to buy it. And I think what he wanted to buy was take it to Canada, almost exclusively to Canada. So I don't know if that would support it or not. But the book on TNA is still out, and I wish them well. I think they got a pretty decent product now. But TNA, when I was there, trying to compete against WWE, it was a tough go, buddy. Tough go.
With that being said, where was I here? So you mentioned a couple of people who would want to buy it. WWE would be the obvious one. I mean, they're doing a crossover thing that we'll talk about in a minute. I mean, would another channel? I mean, like Spike, would they want to buy it back, and then they've got full control?
I don't think Spike wants anything to do with wrestling, because they didn't much like it when we were on Spike before. They used to send down, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that and blah, 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 blah. You know, this was, things changed. A male couldn't hit a female. And that was you just couldn't do it. You'd get kicked off TV if you did that. But now, I mean, things have changed. They have those intergender matches now, and nobody thinks anything about it.